Hey friends, Justin back with a review of The Eyes of Tammy Faye, the Jessica Chastain film for which she is nominated for Best Actress of the Year. I just watched it a day or so ago, and it has taken me quite a while to just put my thoughts together. What an interesting and bizarre film. Jessica Chastain stars as Tammy Faye. Tammy Faye was a child of an interesting family. Her mother was previously married and then divorced. And in divorce, she had more children. And Tammy Faye is the product of her mother having children out of wedlock. Tammy Faye's mom is really religious, but because the church frowns on divorce, she doesn't allow Tammy Faye to go to church with her. She thinks that Tammy Faye's presence will bring shame on the family and cause them to be forced out of the church. But all Tammy Faye wants to do is belong and be a part of this thing called Jesus that people are receiving, this pureness, this new life that she hears about on the periphery. The closest she can get is sneaking up to the church windows and watching people just enraptured with joy. And she feels left out. And it's an early glimpse on how both religion with a capital R, kind of corporate religion, and mental illness are interesting bedfellows. Spirituality and a walk with God and true faith, it's a beautiful thing. But when you belong to religion, which is a product of man, you have to be very, very careful. And I hope you understand the distinction of what I'm saying. But Tammy Faye finds a zeal and an obsession with faith and righteousness at a young age, and is determined to save souls for God. And, she meets her husband. They leave college together. They go to school together, and then there's a rule that students cannot fraternize or get married, and they decide to marry one another and leave college. God has told them that they are to go out in the world and start preaching and saving souls and converting children. And they start off on this mission with a skeptical mother, who has always been repressed the entire time. But you get a sense very early on of the chips that were on, Tammy Faye's shoulders. And she started out on her journey with absolute good intent. Somewhere along the way, the message, the prosperity gospel and preachers and Pat Robertson and some of those that have questionable histories, they got sidetracked with some of those people that were thought to be faith and thought leaders of the day. And they start following a path that is not the one that they set out to start. And so this film journals, or it shows the descent into madness and ultimately redemption that Tammy Faye finds along her journey of faith to save souls and to live up to the picture of Jesus that she had when she was a young girl. It's a truly fascinating and truly bizarre film. Once you see the chaotic performance of Jessica Chastain as Tammy Faye, you will truly understand what I mean. It's one of the most off-kilter performances that I've watched in some time. It was not my favorite performance, Best Actress performance of the year. I still think Nicole Kidman and Being the Ricardos and Kristen Stewart and Spencer, I think they were ultimately both stronger performances. But Jessica Chastain really put her heart and soul into playing Tammy Faye. And so did her husband. So did the actor that played her husband. And Mom deserves some recognition as well. But very well acted, a really interesting story and journey that you go along. There were times in the film where I was moved, where I felt spiritually moved, especially towards the beginning, to see how earnest Tammy Faye was about her mission and her journey for Jesus. And there were times in the film where I said to myself, what on earth is happening? Who are these people and what are they doing? It's worth a watch. Have you seen The Eyes of Tammy Faye? You learn and you understand why she became the person that she became, the ridicule that she went through about her look and her intentions, and the scandals that her and her family went through. I can remember watching Tammy Faye as a young child in the early 90s, watching the 700 Club. I grew up in a really religious family, and being really fascinated by this woman with that really interesting and striking look. And this is a dynamic look into her origins and how she became that woman with such a striking and characteristic look. So please watch this film. It's definitely worth watching just to see Jessica Chastain's performance. And come back and please let's talk about it. So give this video a like if you will, a comment, let me know what you think about the film, and please consider subscribing to my channel here, Justin Talks Film, for more movie and TV related content. And until our next review, I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Cheers.